What's up, everyone? Welcome to the November 4th edition of FanDuel Tournament Plays brought to you by BetMGM. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoney DFS. And we have a 12-game NBA slate to break down tonight. There's a lot of really good plays to be had in tournaments. But first, we do have an offer from BetMGM. Click the link in the description below. Create an account, make a deposit, and place a wager, and you'll receive up to a $1,000 risk-free first bet in addition to 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. So be sure to click that link in the description below to take advantage. Now, looking at the top 5 tournament options on FanDuel using the Boom Bust tool on the Stokastic.com website, starting at number 5, Bam Adebayo is projected for 11% ownership with a 12% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Adebayo is just $8,300 with power forward and center eligibility. He is questionable for tonight's game, but he went through shoot around, so it does seem likely that he is going to play. Miami will be without Jimmy Butler, which increases the assist percentage and usage rate for Bam Adebayo. And Miami could also be without Dwayne Dedmon, who's questionable. That's something to keep an eye on because Adebayo has averaged around 35 minutes per game already this season. But if Dedmon's out, that means that they are extremely thin in the front court, and you could see Adebayo need to play even more minutes than normal tonight. Number 4, Zion Williamson, 13% projected ownership, 13% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Zion is $8,300 with power forward eligibility, and he's playing more minutes than I think people are giving him credit for. He's played at least 30 minutes in all 5 of his games this season. He has seemingly lost a couple of minutes to garbage time in several different games. He also lost playing time to an injury in his 4th game. He played 36 and a half minutes, including overtime in his most recent game. He had lost a little bit of playing time during regulation due to foul trouble. It's likely you get 31 to 32 minutes from Zion tonight, and it's not off the table that he plays even more than that. He has averaged around 1.3 FanDuel points per minute so far this season. Number 3, Kristaps Porzingis, $8,200 with power forward and center eligibility in a favorable matchup tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. Porzingis is projected for 14% ownership with a 14% chance of being in the optimal lineup. He's averaged around 1.25 DraftKings points per minute in 31 and a half minutes per game, FanDuel points per minute in 31 and a half minutes per game this season. Number 2, Jaylen Brown, small forward and shooting guard eligible at $8,300. He is projected for 13% ownership with a 14% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Brown actually leads the Celtics in usage this year. He also leads the team in minutes per game, slightly ahead of Jason Tatum. He has not seen an increase in his salary, however, so he looks like a very interesting option at shooting guard and small forward. And number 1, Kevin Durant, taking on the Washington Wizards tonight in DC, projected for 24% ownership with a 24% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Durant is $10,400 with small forward and power forward eligibility, and he will be playing for a shorthanded Brooklyn team tonight that is missing Ben Simmons and, of course, missing Kyrie Irving, who is suspended. Durant's going to need to do everything for this team offensively, and he's also averaging 38 minutes per game this season. So to recap, the top 5 tournament options on FanDuel: number 5, Bam Adebayo; number 4, Zion Williamson; number 3, Kristaps Porzingis; number 2, Jaylen Brown; and number 1, Kevin Durant.